Hi everybody, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Big Blue House Homestead. I didn't get my trees planted. I'm going to be honest with you. I ordered all those trees. Things have been busy. We've had stuff going on. We've still got projects happening back here with the pool. We're trying to take down the greenhouse because we're done with it for right now. And we need the room. I don't know if you can see this, but it's right up against the poles here. So we've got to get that moved. Just busy times. Yeah, I'm not lazy. I just didn't find the time to do it and I didn't get it done. Happens all the time, but I am scrambling and running all over my property today to try to get as many pots as I can because I should have already done that and gotten ready for this whole process. But we're going to pot up a bunch of these trees today. Get a lot of my pots free from nurseries. A lot of times when they give plants out to people, they bring them back, like the pots back, or even dead plants, and most of the time those things just get thrown away or sent back to manufacturers or however they do their processing. And I end up getting a lot of free pots. I get them in all different sizes. In fact, here's a good example too. See, all these still have tags and everything. Yeah. So check out your local nurseries, check out your local big box area places, see if they have pots available, and you can get free pots too. But I have to get these things in the ground at some point. And for now, I'm just gonna put them into pots, make sure they get really good and established. Now I was smart, even though I didn't get it done, I was smart, and I left one in a bucket and another in a big black bin, big tote, and I let the rain come through. I did put regular water from the well, but then I added the rainwater naturally, and it helped. They're alive. Let me show you. All right, so yeah, can you see all that nice fresh green growth? Lots of fresh green. Vines really, or the stem's really nice and green. That's a blueberry, so it's living. I've got these big trees too. Let me show you one of those. All right. Can you see all that growth? Yeah, that's my Asian pear. So it's alive. I mean, they're thriving and doing well. But today we're going to get those all potted up. I am going to scramble. I am going to run around. I've got lots of pots laying in spots everywhere just because I've planted stuff and they've either died or I pulled them and didn't empty the pots. So let's talk about that for a second and then we'll start getting into this whole process of planting the trees finally. Okay, I have pots full of old dirt. This was just from not too long ago. Most of this is from this season, so it's not very spent dirt, but I still want to mix it in with some good fresh dirt and add some compost and add some fertilizers and get that all done. Now I have a Job's fertilizer here. It's a fruit and nut fertilizer. It's an organic. I'm going to use that because it's based specifically for fruit trees. Ooh, I got stuff on my fingers. But it's based for fruit trees and nut trees, and it's kind of what I have going on here is a lot of fruits and nut trees. So we're going to work on this and get it done and get a lot of this potted up. But my tables are full. I mean, this one's not as full. These are trees I've been growing since last year. I actually got these from the Arbor Day Foundation. Make a small donation. They give you a nice amount of trees, and I've got all edibles here. Yeah, and those are all edible trees as well. I've got crab apples, I've got hawthorn berries. I can't remember everything that's there. It's all written down, but yeah, there's a lot of trees over here. I also have some figs that I bought on clearance last year, and I'm trying to grow those still. And then I've got some goji berries as well because they were $1 a piece, and I brought them to life. Well, that's clover. But yeah, I brought them to life. There's green on them, and they're thriving. So one of those things. It's one of those things when you try to start like berry bushes and trees and orchardy type stuff, you end up in that situation where you don't have enough time to get everything done and then you have tables of pots. So let's talk about that. Oh, let me show you this. All right, so somebody was making pineapple pepper jelly and was talking about pineapple tops and said if, wondered if you could grow them. They saw it on a video, and I do every year. These are actually from a few months back. They look kind of dead, but this is what happens because it's just the top of the pineapple. But you can see all this beautiful, nice growth in the middle. Same with this one. It just takes a while for them to establish a good root system, but lots of great growth in here. And so it takes 2 years for the pineapples to form. I don't need to get into that because these are brand new. Last year I had the same thing, but my chickens got into them and ate all my plants. So I don't have pineapples this year, but it's just a fun thing to do. Learn to grow a pineapple. Teaches you a little bit more about gardening, especially reusing, compost and trash. So just wanted to share. All All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my soil, and then we'll start potting up some trees, and we'll have some little conversation about what I'm doing and how we're doing it and things going on. Gotta go get my masking tape and a marker, because if I don't label, I'll forget. So I need to get that done first, and yeah, we'll get the soil, get it going. Okay, so over here, I moved my trees a little closer, and I lined up a bunch of these empty pots. Done it on this table that my camera's on as well. And then I gave up on some of the pots. I picked them up and they were full of ants, like always. So I've got bites on my hand already, and I'm done with ants for the year. Done. And then I have a bunch of these, have these giant, gnarly weeds growing out of them and old dirt. So I'm going to dump all that stuff into the big mound I'm making for a hugel mound. But I'm just basically going to separate all my trees and make sure I can fill all these pots. I have more stuff to do. I have bulbs as well. I picked up a bunch of dahlia bulbs, and I got a bunch of free ones with my shipment and my order, and then I got some tiger lilies and things like that. So, you know, I just want to get those all potted up and ready. I don't have a designated space for them, but when you get free stuff, or you get things for like $1 that are supposed to be $12, you know, you make do with what you can. So right now I'm going to start separating some of these trees, and we're going to see which ones need to go where. I'm going to try to put the bigger ones in the bigger pots and the smaller ones in the smaller pots and all that fun stuff. But yeah, at least I'm going to get it finally done. Oh, that one's great. That's my sugar cherry, my sugar sweet cherry. So like almost like a dwarf variety. But yeah, looking forward to cherries. Got to make sure that guy stayed alive. All right, so that was great. I actually didn't need to go pull any more pots. So now we're just going to fill them with soil, put some of the compost in, throw in some of this fertilizer, and get them potted up. And that way we can grow some trees. Okay, so obviously I picked the hottest day to do this. So that's okay. I'm gonna get it done. Bag of soil, all of my fertilizer. I got my masking tape and my marker because I want to make sure everything's labeled. And I'm just gonna start with not the ones on this table, but the ones right here. And that way I can get these all put away quicker. They have more green anyway. Most of them are those blueberries. Sorry, moving the weedy pot. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these put in now. Blueberries take a more acidic soil, so I'm not gonna add the compost to that. And I actually am going to get a liquid to put onto it, but I'm gonna add a little bit of this fertilizer for now. Everything else is just gonna be standard in the dirt with some compost on the bottom and fertilizer added. And then, yeah, I'll show you the bulbs. I got a bag full. I got Oriental lilies because I really wanted some of those, and then I got some beautiful dahlias. Those are pretty, but these are even prettier. So yeah, got a lot of flowers here, and then I got a bunch of the freebies. And those Carolina pine berries I bought are very small white strawberries. So I need to go ahead and get those potted up, because unfortunately the bed I was going to put them in, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's getting too weedy already. And I think when we filled it, we didn't put anything on the bottom. So I'm going to have to do like a half transfer to one side, put stuff down, move over. Long stuff to do. Lots of stuff. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start with these blueberries and get these potted up. I do have 4 blueberry bushes on the side over here. I think one of them may have died this year. We were waiting for it to come back and it hasn't, so I ordered more just in case. It's not the same type of blueberry, but blueberries are blueberries, and you know, every variety's pretty much around the same in my opinion. So I'm gonna get this all done so that I can get myself out of the sun, even though it's like shady at the moment. The sky's beautiful though. Let me show you the sky. Look how pretty that is. I mean, just beautiful. Big white fluffy clouds. Okay, so I got a little bit of shade cover. But I just want to show you, if you're doing this with plants for the first time, be careful with these bags because they are kind of connected very, very tightly. And so you just want to gently remove them with some scissors. And be very, very cautious, especially since there's new growth in there. And I'll show you what I mean. It's hard to see with the bag on. You can be right down in there. Right down in there is some new growth, and I don't want to damage that because that's potential to be, you know, my blueberry bush. Oh, and look at that, sun's coming right back out. So yeah, just use caution when you're taking them out of the bags. All right, so I will be out here most of my day. This will be a long process for me. I will have a ton to do. Lots and lots and lots of plants to work on. So I'm going to go ahead and get this filled up with the dirt and start getting planted, and then I'll show you my completed results, because, you know, potting plants up aren't that fun, but at least, you know, you can at least hang out for a minute and see what's going on. Okay, so the kids are doing the water for the animals and stuff. I've got half of this filled. I'm just going to put a handful of this stinky fertilizer in here. This stuff is really, really stinky. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put a little thin layer of dirt over the top, just to make sure that that fertilizer isn't like right there on the very surface. And I'm going to put the blueberry in and go ahead and get it potted. All right, so I've got my bag in hand and I'm carefully trying to remove this. It is not working out great, so I'm just going to cut down this very center. And that little piece of green did fall off, but that's all right. The rest of the plant looks great. I'm going to designate one pot over here that's empty for my trash pile. Just going to kind of dig this in a little bit to spread the root system. Get some more dirt on that. All right, I've got my blueberry in position, and I'm just going to add some more soil around it and carefully hold it up and fill this up as much as I can. And then I'm just going to press that down in there so it's nice and firm. And I'll just top off with some more soil just to make sure it's nice and full. But yeah, so blueberry number 1's done. Make sure my labels are stuck down because they're already peeling. But yeah, it's done. It's planted. And so we're going to go from there with the rest of them and get them all finished. Okay, I didn't get them all done yet, but I got those finished. It's a beautiful day. It's got some wind blowing now, but it is excruciatingly hot. And I think I'm just going to take a break. And look. As soon as I say that, then the sun goes away. Always happens that way. Well, anyways, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and take a break, and I'm going to finish this all off, and I will update you guys probably tomorrow. I've got kids inside. I've got dinner to do. I've got all sorts of stuff other than this. And so, yeah. No sun. Why am I giving up now? Maybe I'll keep going for a few more minutes. We'll see. But, yeah, still got to get all these done. And then I'm done with the trees, and then I can start on the ginormous bag of bulbs. Yay! But yeah, just want to keep you guys updated. I know I didn't get them planted in time, and I admitted that I didn't. You know, that's one thing you'll find about me, is that I'm not going to sit there and put out a false fact. I'm always going to tell you the truth and honesty about everything, even down to, you know, laziness. Not really, but, you know, getting behind, falling behind, all that good stuff. So, all right, well, I thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.